Hello everyone. Hello everybody. Hello everyone. I'm here again. Hello everybody. Well, that's a new way of starting today's show. I've got in the house a great friend of mine. My name is NiranObasa. I've been the host on this music chat room, and today I have a special guest, Wole Jesutomi. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, most of the time people say Jesutomi. Yeah, it's Jesutomi, but it means the same thing basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but,
Okay. Well, that's a good one.
so that you don't see Jesutomi and then say, oh, Jesutomi.
Okay.
What's the difference? They mean the same thing though.
Yeah, what's the meaning?
Jesus is enough for me.
Oh, good. How did you come about that name?
Well, it was a divine instruction. I had a vision.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just knew that was the name I was supposed to bear. Yeah. For the assignment, for the assignments that I'm given to my generation.
Yeah. Now, today we have something special we're going to be talking about. This is the first time I'll be bringing a musician to the show. It has always been about singers, but today I want to explore something, which is the role of a bass player in music. And he's here, he's going to talk to us about that. But before we go into music proper, I'd like him to tell us how has it been? How did you get into music? Your journey in life?
All right, I'll make it brief. I was born into a family where the parents are music lovers. My mom is late, God bless her soul. But when I was in her womb, she was a choir mistress. So everybody kept saying, this child is going to be either a choir mistress or a choir master, and all that. So, of course, I came and I saw that from an early age, my appreciation of music was apparent to everyone. The only way I responded to harmonious music was to shed tears. And I thought something was wrong with me. But good harmony had something that it did to me when I was young.
Wow.
I just shed tears. Just like hearing the K-12 choir, K-12 voices then in the 80s sing, Ishe Oluwa Kole Baje. When they sing with full harmony, I start shedding tears.
Wow.
So I didn't know that was an expression of my musicality. I didn't know then, but then, of course, and my dad, also a very musical person. We had LPs in the house of E.T. Mensah, of Bobby Benson, of all the high life connoisseurs, and he would sit down and listen all day.
Wow.
And particularly what led me to the bass was because my dad is a bass singer. He still is. He's going to be 80 next year.
Wow.
He still is a bass singer. And if we sing hymns now, he just naturally picks the bass. And his bass is so deep that at some point I had to find out that he could actually sing 5 octaves.
Wow.
Yes. His vocal range is very close to that of Richard Bonner.
Wow.
Yes. He could sing high soprano, falsetto, soprano, alto,
Auto,
tenor
tenor,
bass,
bass,
and deep
deep
bass at
bass.
that. You know,
Wow.
so I loved the bass. So the first time I got to church and I heard a guitar sound deep, I was like, wow, that sounds like my dad's voice. You know, so I took interest in that, and a whole lot of the hummings that my dad had done had I didn't know I had stored them inside. So when I got a hold of an acoustic guitar, I just went for the bass part of it and started figuring my way out. You know, I was initially self-taught before I got a tutor, and then, you know, I was actually in proper under proper tutelage. You know, um, I mean, I'm talking about 32 years now.
Wow. 32 years
Yeah.
running on
Yes.
bass.
Yes.
Now, did you ever sing at all? Did you ever?
I did sing initially, and I feel I don't. I mean, my voice is not bad. You know, I would say I'm a regular singer and all
Singer.
that. I've not given it that attention. I've
Mm-hmm.
not given that much attention, but you know, I mean, I have good ears. I don't sing off key. I've actually directed choirs for the past 25 years of my life.
Wow.
So I mean, to tell them what to sing is not a problem for me. I can go very high. I can also go low. So,
No.
but the
Okay.
timbre and the texture of the voice is what I have not given time to.
So,
You know.
okay. Now, when you started playing bass,
Yeah.
what were the musical knowledge that you had then? That this is the role of a bass player in the band.
Okay. I didn't have I didn't have much knowledge about that.
Yeah.
All I was able to pick were a little bits here and there of when I hear a choir singing, I could identify the bass part,
Yeah.
you know, and I transferred that to how I approach songs.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was not enough.
So
Definitely,
that was in the Orthodox
yes,
choir
that was in the
setting.
Orthodox. I grew up. I'm a CSC boy. I
Okay.
grew up in the Christ Apostolic Church setting in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Because in the contemporary church, they
Yes.
hardly sing
No, no,
bass.
no, they had the sing bass. So I got that. And so that was the initial part of it. Then we started hearing contemporary music, you know, and then in the early 90s, 92 precisely, Hosanna Integrity brought Jesus is alive, then lift him
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
and that blew the roof, you know. I was like, what? What is this? This is way out of what we're used to, you know. Abraham Laboriel, God bless him, just it painted a picture that we were not used to.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can tell you,
It was mind blowing
it
in those
was a
days.
revolution in the
It
whole of
was.
Africa,
It was.
you know. And then, of course, the first thing is to imitate. The first thing was for me was to, you know, cram and learn and play exactly all that he played.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you
then
remember some of those
you know,
lines he used to
I
play?
remember a whole lot of them. You know, I mean, I remember because that was my foundation.
Yeah. Can you give us a sample
Okay, or
of
some
those iconic
maybe.
bass lines?
Uh, the kingdom shall reign over the earth.
Good.
See, you know, and all like that.
That's when you learn this particular one because it
Yeah.
was completely out of the
Yeah,
world. Then,
yes, yes.
how long did it take you to learn that particular?
Of course, for everyone who was an aspiring bass player that wanted to play contemporary music, that was the goal. To be able to score and say, yes, I've been able to play that bass solo in Ancient of Days. But even then, it took like 5 years because I discovered that the first time I played it, I played rubbish. It sounded like it to me, but it really wasn't it. But after some time, listening more closely and watching it more closely, I said,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what still intrigues me today is what was going through the mind of Abraham Laborel. That is one of the biggest and, how would I put it, one of the most innovative solos I've ever heard in music in my entire life. You know, and how he painted that picture, how he told that story, and then it culminated in the crescendo where everybody joined in. You know, it was so beautiful. So, you know, I mean, we were able to do that. I was able to do that. And I thought, oh, once I'm able to cram everything that he played in Lift Him Up, then I'm also able to play like Abraham Laborel. You know, not knowing that he brought those few things out of a store of so many. And unfortunately, I was focused on the notes. I wasn't even thinking about the why he did what he did. I was focused on the how. So at the end of the day, when I approached other songs, I was a failure because then I overplayed.
Yeah, because we're actually going to be talking about how to back up. So, so okay, go on.
So, you know, at some point, a friend, Tunji Dada, he said, no, you're overplaying. Yeah, you have good notes and all that, but you're overplaying. You really need to begin to study styles. I said, I've played everything and lift him up. He said, wow, you sure about that? I said, yes. He said, okay, I implore you to go and listen again. Listen to the songs one by one again. This time around, don't listen to the how. Listen and think yourself about why the player played that way.
And this actually brings us to the point why I actually had to bring him in, because I've worked with him we've worked together for more than over 28 years
28 years, yes.
And then it's one of the bases you can rely on in terms of getting the depth of the song for you, or to be able to support your music. Now, when you now have to listen through and through, were you able to discover why he did what he did?
That was a revelation, actually.
Can you tell us some of those things? Why you play what you play?
Why you play what you
in
play.
any part of the music?
Yes. No, it actually started with Lift Him Up. But it didn't end with that. I now found myself, for a period of 5 years, listening to FM stations in my town then in Ibadan, Nigeria, from the hour of 11 p.m. till about 1:30 a.m. And I would listen to all sorts, ballads. That was where I began to identify the styles.
Which means to be a very good bass player, you need to listen to a whole wide range of music,
styles, yes,
and a wide range of styles, and understand what's going on.
Going on, and that was what led me to stylistic interpretation.
Okay, what is the meaning of that?
A style of music.
Tell my audience.
A style of music is a form of music. For example, we have R&B, we have funk, we have pop, we have reggae, we have jazz, traditional jazz, we have, you know, the jazz fusion, we have, so styles are African, high life, juju, that's a style, and it has a way it has to be played. Akbala, for example, from people from Nigeria, from Yoruba land, you understand it. That's so. It dawned on me that I needed to study each style independently. I needed to study each style as a whole, so that whenever a song comes, the first thing that occurs to me is to identify what style it is. Once I identify that, then I'm able to approach it because I know the rules that guide that style.
Can you share more light about the rules that guides, for example, our life music?
High life music.
What did you discover about our life bass?
Yes, high life bass. What I discovered about high life bass was that their bass line are walking lines. You know.
What do you mean by
straight
walking line?
Yes, straight.
They go on the
they go on the crotchet, or they go, let's say 4 beats in a bar. 1, 2, 3. They go like that. Dum 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 dum. They just go like
okay.
For example,
what key is that?
On F.
Okay.
Bam, bam, ba, da, 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 da. We can try that, right?
Okay. Let's try
1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da,
So my own interpretation coming in. So if you're going on that and it's just two people playing,
Yeah.
how can we make the music full?
Fuller. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll double my notes in some places just to create an impression of the rhythm.
Okay.
For example, instead of
Let's
playing,
try that.
okay, all right. Let's
So what are you going to do?
instead of playing crotchets, I'll go to quavers. Okay.
Okay.
You
Good,
know,
good, 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 good. That comes to listening and being able
be
to feel
flexible.
up.
Yeah.
Be
Be able to know the notes that
Now,
you
if
can.
a rhythm guitarist comes in, another approach start coming in
Yes.
into the
Yes.
music. So
Yes.
the fuller the instrument, the more you adjust.
Yes.
But the fundamental of that working bass has to be there.
Has to be there.
As compared to reggae,
Yes. Okay.
Again,
Reggae also has some. It has some resemblance or some similarities to high life, in the sense that reggae is centered really on the kick, on the bass drum.
Yeah.
And that's on two and four.
they land on the off.
Yeah, on two and four.
Copy.
So
Okay,
for example,
1, 2, 3,
four,
1,
2,
3,
4,
So let's do that.
2.
It's the same key.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And like
Good,
that.
good, good,
You
good,
know.
good.
And even rock.
Yeah.
You know, one of my major concerns then was I couldn't differentiate between rock and funk.
What's the difference
Now-
between rock
And
and
funk.
funk?
Okay. Now rock is strictly quarter notes.
Yep.
You don't even bend it. It's highly syncopated. You have now syncopation means at some point in the music you all play on a backbeat, or you decide to make a move. For example, let's say you are playing something like now these are quarter. This is crotchets. I mean quavers. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's syncopation.
Okay.
That's another syncopation.
And you and the drummers, you're going to be
That
going
is it.
together.
And to be you and the drummer.
Okay.
Okay? When you do it together,
It makes more
it makes it
sense.
tight and makes it precise,
Yeah.
and then every other person can flow in,
Yeah.
and that is rock.
Yeah.
But funk is not this. Funk is not that. Funk
So
is
what about
funk is a little bit more. Now there are two types.
Yep.
There's a type which is the 80s funk where all you do is more of it's walking, but at the same time it has a whole lot of a mixture, of note values. Not necessarily
Like 16 or slap
yes,
or,
yeah,
or accent on
yes,
some notes.
accents. Yes, for example.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So in the funk we have the 16 beats coming in and some accents in some
That's-
other places. Yeah.
Listen to this.
Okay.
So that's funk, and the other part of funk is the one where you have the groove coming in form of pop and slaps.
Yeah.
Okay, like you do something like this.
Yeah. And this has got its own particular texture. So
Yeah. But the main thing is that for any style
yeah.
that is being played in music, the bass guitar and the drums, they are sister instruments. And they're in marriage,
Yeah.
actually.
That's why sometimes people hire different musicians, but it's very important that the drummer and the bassist can really, really work together.
Yes, yes. And any drummer can work with any bassist once they understand their roles.
Yeah.
And both of them have to be vast with stylistic interpretation.
Yep.
Once that is clear, then every other thing is history.
It's straight. Now, coming to gospel music, what can you say? What style of music do we have in gospel music? Because what I noticed is people don't know that praise and worship has got their own different styles in there. And sometimes it's fusion. Sometimes, for me not to jump ahead, what we call worship, even the present day, it's, to me, I would say it's a slow calypso. When the kick is going, and the toms is going like this.
Yeah.
So, but people don't know. They will say it's worship, and it's not. Is that? Can we then say it's ballad? Do we then just say it's so slow calypso? But the accent on the vamp or the keyboard is
determined.
Yeah, is not present there anymore. So, well, what do you have to say about gospel music and the
present day gospel music?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
like we've got Makosa in there. We've got.
Okay, as it relates to praise and worship, right?
Yeah.
Good. Now we have all these styles represented.
Yeah.
In
because sometimes they think gospel does not use those styles.
No. There is no style that cannot be. Reggae is there, funk is there, rock is there.
Yeah.
The Jesus is alive we're talking about is rock.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. You're right.
You know, Makosa is there, High Life is there. Yeah,
now, I'm sorry to cut you short. Now, what about how do you interpret Makosa bass?
Makosa bass
and sukus and all of that.
Yes. Okay, fine. Now, all these things. Let me give you the underlining factor for any of these styles.
Yep.
It's rhythm.
Yep.
And if the rhythmic faculty of the musician is not solid, is not solid, then you might not be able to do much with any style. Because then, I remember at one time when both of us got together and were playing a song, there was no drummer.
Yep.
But then there was this internal clock, this internal metronome that we were both using.
Yep.
And we didn't miss the drummer because then what I was counting was what you were counting.
Yep.
That's what I mean. That's actually the foundation.
Yeah.
You know, for
so it's very important that every musician must know that we are on the first beat of the bar.
Yes.
At every given time, second beat or the third or the fourth
exactly.
beat.
Because that's just the starting point. Now,
and then the speed.
And the speed. And then some of these rhythms emanated from Africa.
Yeah.
Like Makosa, it's complex.
Yeah.
It's complex in the sense that even though most of the time it is 4/4, the way the bassist intertwines his lines with the
He's
drummer.
almost playing like a full musician on itself.
Yes, at times in chords, at times, you know, countering the rhythm. It's a lot of polyrhythm inside Makosa. And to even make it even harder, you know, Makosa then graduates to Zukus, which is like a 12/8 in a 4/4.
4/4. Can you differentiate that?
Okay.
Give us the Makosa.
Okay, all right. Don't worry. Now, Makosa, I could do something like a. One, two, three, four. Now so push.
Okay, that's like a triplet coming in the 4/4 time. Okay.
So now, I see Makossa and Sukus are so intertwined that the drummer can decide to go from 4/4 to 12/8, back to 4/4 and 12/8.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot in the transitions
Yeah.
and in the way they roll. Now, if you are not rhythmically sound, you'll be thrown off.
Yeah. Does this, when you talk about this rhythm, does it have to do with culture sometimes?
It does. It does.
I think the African background kind of help
Yes. Polyrhythm.
polyrhythm. Yeah.
That's even if you listen to people that play, I'm talking broadly about styles now.
Yeah.
People that play Fuji.
Yeah.
If you listen to the way the talking drummers interact with the drum set players, you'll see that there's a lot of polyrhythm involved.
Yeah.
And it's so natural to us because we own the rhythm.
Okay.
We own the rhythm, you know. So if you bring somebody outside of Africa to come and listen to what we're doing, they may not understand it.
Well, but just I think the South Americans to the
Yes,
the
the
Cuban,
Cubans,
the Brazilians,
yeah, exactly.
They've got some complexity to
Yes,
their own rhythms
yes,
too.
yes.
I think
It's
they're
from
not
Africa.
From Africa.
It's from
actually.
Africa. I can tell you that
Yeah.
for free. It's from Africa. The complexity is there, but to us it's natural.
Yeah.
We just play around with it.
Because when you're playing the bass, like we hear something like a conga playing,
Yes.
you're rhythm from a conga
Yes.
playing.
And it's normal. It's natural to us. But then people from the Western world be like, wow, what is that?
Yeah.
Is that 4/4? Is that 6/4? Is
Yeah.
that what?
And if you're not well versed,
You won't be able to
you won't even
even
know
defend
your,
it.
your difference between your 1 or 2. You just jump in at
Exactly.
the wrong time.
Exactly.
Because I've noticed some things with some singers. Sometimes they themselves they need to understand these polyrhythms.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when a gong is playing or like complex music like the
Yes.
Makossa,
Yes.
some of them might be able to find it difficult to come in at the right
Sure,
time.
sure. And that is one major thing for the whoever is leading, praise and worship leader, or
Yeah.
you know, if you're leading a band, you must know how to count your beats.
Yeah.
You must know the downbeat. You must know the upbeat. You must be able to differentiate and identify that, you know, in the song before you come in. Because if that is not there, then at the end of the day, you come in off time, and the whole band has to adjust to you.
Adjust to it. It happens a lot.
Yeah, and that's not professional at all.
It ruins the whole thing.
Yes.
Like, what just happened there?
Everybody will know something is wrong.
Yeah, and you now have to reset to find your one.
Yes.
They leave the responsibility of adjusting the music to the musicians,
No.
rather than being
That is
responsible
not professional at all. Because then when we listen to
singers, you need to watch it.
when we listen to our counterparts, or you know, all over the world, they don't need to tell them. Even when they play things that are complex, the singers are vast enough to know, oh, this is where I'm jumping in, and they come in on time.
Yeah,
you know?
this what I always drum to the ears of singers, that you don't have to play musical instrument before you know your beats.
Sure.
You need to be able to count in.
Yes.
Even for students, I make sure that, you know what, you count whilst you play. Don't be lazy about this. Because some of them don't know that. Actually, check my videos. I've had some topics discussed on that.
Yeah.
Just check and you find with timing and all of that. Okay, so now back to you. Now, in case this is your first time on this channel, I would like you to subscribe and press the notification bell so that you can receive more videos and more content from this channel. So, now back to you now. How must a bassist play? We are going to have a practical demonstration.
Okay.
Now, how should a bassist play to a song? What are the when you listen to a song, what are the things, directing factors that you put in place? Is it you listen to drummer first, or you create your own pattern, or in your head you say this should be the style, or what comes to your mind when you hear a song? What do you do?
Okay. I'll start by saying if there are 10 commandments for bass playing, the first commandment would be, thou shalt not play too busy. Okay, that
What
would
do
be
you mean by that?
okay. You won't overplay. You will maintain the fundamentals of the music.
Okay.
Now let me expatiate on that a little bit. A bassist must listen to the drummer, that is the snare and the bass drum pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, and at the same time must listen to the keyboardist or the guitarist as it were.
Yeah.
Because see, on the one end, you are dealing with the rhythm. On the other end, you are dealing with the chords and the
Yeah.
harmonies involved.
Yeah.
So as a bassist, you are the sandwich
Yeah.
in between two slices of bread. Okay, you are the one that is giving the taste. Now there are some sandwich fillers like chicken and bacon, there are different types. But then, as the sandwich, I'm just using that as a descriptive word.
Yeah.
You are taking information from the drummer and taking information from the guitarist or the keyboardist, someone who plays the chords.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you interpret it in your bass line.
Okay.
Because what the drummer is giving you is the pulse of the music, the
Yeah.
groove of the music. Maybe it's playing something like, that's the rhythm. You
Yeah.
already have that information. And on the keyboard is also playing chord 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. So
Okay, shall we demonstrate that?
okay,
Now, what key?
on G, for example.
On G.
Yes. Okay. 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
maybe we should look for a drummer.
Okay, let's use it for a
Let's
beat.
look for one of my demo drums here. So let's have a demonstration with this.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got a pattern here, which means the drummer gives you the pulse of the music,
Yes.
and the keyboardist gives you the
direction,
pitch and
yeah.
the direction of the music. So let's do it together. Now let's do this. So
Okay.
so what did you notice with this? With the kick on the snare?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So the keyboardist can. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is that.
That's basically
Now,
what it is.
what it is. Now, I noticed that some musicians sometimes overplay. Can we have some kind of demonstration on how to overplay on something like this?
Okay. You know why I will be able to do that?
Yeah.
Because I came from that place. I started by overplaying, I just wanted to overkill everything. And I did, because then I didn't even understand what the role of the bass was. And I kind of was just listening to the grace notes and all the feelings that Abraham Labere played. And I
Okay.
thought that was appropriate for everything.
So now let's have some overplay now from the bassist.
Okay.
Maybe I can also do some overplay.
Okay.
Now let's assume this is a choir song, and then we've got the bassist and the keyboardist and the drummer. Unfortunately, my drummer here cannot
Is it the
overplay.
keyboard?
He cannot overplay. Sometimes we're going to have a full band, and then we're going to have a full demonstration on how to play normally or overplay. So this time around, we're going to demonstrate how to overplay, or why you shouldn't overplay,
Overplay,
or
okay.
whatever. Okay, let's go. Okay. Now, unfortunately, do you know some people like that happening in their church? Ah, you guys are doing fine, you know.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you,
That's not.
imagine somebody has to sing to that kind of an accompaniment. It's everything is just going to be chaotic.
Yes.
Even when you're asked to solo, you have to give each other space.
Yeah.
If it's the turn of the drummer, let the drummer roll and have fun. And if it's the turn of the bassist, let him enjoy himself. And if it's turn of the keyboardist, let it be. So that is how we just. It's almost impossible.
That's what I wanted to say. That we've played so right that to play wrong is now even difficult.
Difficult.
Because I found myself, okay, what am I going to play? Maybe if it was like 25, 28 years ago. No, I'm even talking about maybe 30 years ago. I would have done that well. I would have done that really well.
It's almost impossible to, and I have to actually put myself in
Yes.
a crazy mode. Like, what, I just scatter the whole place,
Yeah.
Now, let me bring in a slow beat and
Yes.
let's demonstrate. I don't want to do the overplay thing again.
Yeah.
Let's just do the right thing,
Yes.
please. Okay, let's assume, just look for something to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
A ballad?
Yeah, a ballad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means you will lead the melody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you don't know the song, so I don't know the song either. Actually, it's just a composition.
Wow.
It's just on the spot, actually.
Wow.
So,
fantastic.
now, how did you know that I was going to go that way?
Okay, well, I had to listen first
Okay.
and foremost. You saw I didn't come in immediately.
Yeah.
And because I've been listening over the years, I've been able to depict decipher chords.
Yeah.
Okay, by the ear.
Yeah.
Chord recognition.
And you're able to apply your circle of fifth.
Yes.
And if it goes this way,
Then
most likely it's going to go
to
there.
go this way and all.
And when you're rounding up, it's your 2, 5,
Yeah,
and
one.
1.
So that has come as a result of years of listening.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
your
why,
musical theory is
yes, is in
to be able
place.
to guide you
Yeah,
in chord
exactly.
progressions
Yes.
and patterns,
Yes.
you know, and
So,
progressions.
yeah, so that's it. That's why at some point there is no band in the world that you can't play with, because
Yeah.
then you've gone through the theory, you've seen how chords are formed, you've heard what they term as standards,
Yeah.
and you've seen how these chords move, you've seen how these things are. So it's just natural with you.
Now we play this song again. Now I'm going to ask you, the audience, or if you think you're a writer, a songwriter, I want you to write the melodies to this song and reach out to me. And then together with you, we produce the song, and then we air the same song on the same channel. So let's see how the song goes. Let's play again.
Okay.
I hope you remember your line too.
That's okay, I will.
Okay. So listen and try and write a melody to this song. Just a short song like that. That's fine. So that's the song, and this song, if you we are going to audition we're going to audition the melodies, the best one. We're going to pick it up, and Wole and myself, we're going to produce the song, and you're going to come on the show, and then we premiere the show together. Okay. Now before we go, Wole is going to perform for us, and then I hope you're ready to do this.
Okay.
Let's sit back and enjoy his presentation. I'll be playing one of the songs which I was asked to learn, and we're going to have a fun time together.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Stay. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Wale. Now, if you listen carefully to the song, I he started off with a bass line. Then, when it came to the point of soloing, I had to replace his bass line whilst he plays solo, and then we just keep switching in and out. But most especially, we listen to one another to make this presentation a reality. Now we're going to the second song. I think it's Ishaolua.
Yes.
It's a special arrangement by Wole, and then he's going to be doing that for us now. So I'm going to be up the stage. I allow him to do his own thing. Thank you very much. That was such a beautiful song. Now, guys, we're rounding up this show with a beautiful song, also written by Wole, and it's titled Pleasant Surprises. And funnily, this is going to be the first time I'll be playing the song with him. So I had to go learn the song, listen to the lines, and I hope I'm able to do it.
No, I guess it'll be very interesting because this is the first time I'm also playing it as a duet.
Oh,
Yes.
great, great, great. So, if this is your first time again, please, and you're enjoying this beautiful rendition, subscribe to this channel and like this video. So, let's do the song together. Pleasant surprise. So see you another time. That's Wole Jesutomi.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.